Thousands of protesters gathered on Saturday in several large cities to support Captain Ibrahim Traore and denounce destabilization desires of the country. Thursday, during a televised interview, Captain Traore denounced the actions of the coalition against Burkina Faso, claiming to have turned to strategic allies such as Russia and Turkey. The country has seen 2 military coups and has been plagued by jihadist violence that has claimed more than 10,000 lives.
Hello guys, the best African leader at the moment, or the best African head of state at the moment, is the current leader of Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Traore. He is the best African leader we have at the moment, and I have lots of reasons that can support this argument. You know what I mean? So this guy is a young guy. He's very young. I think he is still not up to 40 years old, I believe. And he has a love for his people. He is gentle. He is kind. And, you know, he has this passion to help the youth and the downtrodden in his place. But it's sad that for we Africans to have a leadership like him, it's gonna be through the military. He came through the military ranks. You know, he staged a coup to get into power, because those sellout, you know, those sellout politicians we have in Africa are not doing anything for the people. And this guy, since he came to power, you know, his people love him, and they see how people want him to continue in office. You know, he has a very good disposition, and he knows what he's doing, you know, even though sometimes we have to be cautious on how we praise our leaders. But this guy, you know, like people of Burkina Faso, somebody like this doesn't come along often. So you have to enjoy the guy now, because in Africa, we have African countries in the past that had somebody like him, or a good leader like him, but they didn't last for a long time. You know what I mean? And you guys should hope and pray that this guy will last for a long time, because this guy is you can see the passion in his eyes, in his movement, in his action as well, that he wants his people to be, you know, to benefit from the government, you know, from, you know, he wants his their resources in Burkina Faso, their natural resources, to benefit their people. And sometimes you wonder why now that some of the Africans that are doing well in the past have no alliance to the Western power or the foreign power. You know, it seems like now, because he's a military leader, he cannot travel, you know, to the West or other part of the world. He can only travel within Africa at the moment. And it seems that it's even good idea for them not to have a like connection with the Western world. It seems that anytime they start this connection, traveling abroad, things they change, and they start not caring about their people anymore. They now start to trying to take their natural resources, the wealth in their country, and they bring them abroad, you know, to buy houses in abroad, or even, you know, buy some companies abroad, like some African corrupt leaders do. But now this guy doesn't care about the West. He doesn't. Nobody will see him in the West anyway. I think it's even beneficial that they don't have this connection with the West. But I'm not saying that he should cut off the West completely, because it will still need the West to develop Africa, you know, in some ways. But we need them, but not like we should not depend on them. Just like they need Africa because of our natural resources. There must be some stuff we need from them, but we should not depend on them, just as they don't depend on Africa. That's how it should be. And this guy is this Ibrahim Traore is the man for the moment. But sometimes we think like this guy might even change in the future, but we don't know. Nobody can predict the future. But for me, as I see him and his actions, I don't think he's gonna change. I think this is just a nice person, because if somebody is good, that person is good. You can take the person anywhere, he is good. But if somebody is a pretender, it doesn't take time to boss them, because pretenders doesn't last long. They can pretend that they're good, but they will flame out. You know what I mean? But this guy is not a pretender. He has passion for his country. He has passion for even Africa. You know what I mean? And his people should enjoy him now, because sometimes these people comes along, but they don't last. You know what I mean? But we hope that he will last in office. But and somebody will say democracy. Bringing democracy. But what's the point of democracy if the people are not benefiting from democracy? So there's no point. We cannot say, oh, let's name something. Let's practice democracy, so that the West will say that, oh, look, these people are practicing democracy. But the people that should benefit from democracy are not benefiting. What's the point? So now, this guy doing well, and the other people might be thinking, like, this democracy might not even be working. Maybe it's it's a military route, But it's not like I support military coups, But what I support is that we need people that love Africa, the leaders that care about his people, to be there. At some point, you might not even support, care where he comes from, So long as he does what is beneficial to his people, that's good. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and like our videos. Peace.